All right, Wolfpack, welcome to the quick start guide. So if you've already gone through the welcome slash orientation video, then this is the next video for you. This is even before we get into the coaching, okay? This is before we get into kind of the detailed breakdown of how you can go from where you are to go to the types of deals that we're doing today and the type of monthly income that we're achieving today. This is so that you can literally get started as soon as possible just by following these next few slides and getting your business off the ground, okay? So, again, this is the quick start guide. We're going to be going over what is what is going to happen. I just bought this program. I just became a part of the Wolf Pack, as Daniel said, and what's going to happen? We're going to go over that. What can I expect? What can I expect once this gets started? Once I get out of learning mode and then into doing mode, what am I going to expect? Okay. The third thing we're going to go over is what you actually need to get started, what physical things you need to get started. Then, once we touch those topics, we're going to go over the target zip codes. We're going to talk about your marketing phone number. We're going to talk about your successful drops when we actually deliver the message to the seller who you're trying to make an offer to, right? We're going to talk about your successful drops. And then we're going to talk about live or voicemail. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what I mean about this. This is really, really important. Live or voicemail is really, really important. So again, all right, let's get into it. So the quick start guide, what's going to happen? So first off, just like you heard us say, we're going to contact 20,000 leads for you, a minimum of 4 times. And now we want to do it in 60 days. If you're asking why, I don't have enough time, that's too many contacts, et cetera, right? We want to do it in 60 days. Reason being is because it's the most effective. We've tested it, we've proven it. I mean, in fact, we even hit them sometimes faster than 60 days. Sometimes we're hitting them 4 times a month, right? Just to really have high efficiency in contacts on these leads. So again, real simple. We're going to contact 20,000 leads 4 times. We prefer to do them in 60 days, but you don't have to. We can break them out over time if you need to, okay? Here's what you're going to expect. 20,000 leads is a lot of leads to contact in and of itself, right? Let alone doing it 4 times. So you're going to expect a ton. I mean, listen, you guys, you're going to expect a ton of calls, okay? Tons of calls, right? A lot of people calling from all different areas, calling you back because they got a message or a call from you. You can expect a lot of no's. Some of you are afraid of no's right now. I want to encourage you that those no's are actually good for you. They're good for your mind. They're good for the framework of what you're doing. And we've all heard every no gets you closer to a yes. Well, it's true. The way we're doing it here, though, for you is we're getting you through the no's a heck of a lot faster than any other company, than anywhere else that you can possibly find, okay? But on the flip side of that, you can expect a lot of yeses and maybes. And it's your job to turn the maybes into yeses, okay? Hopefully I spelled yeses correct there. But it's your job to turn the maybes into yeses, and you're going to get a lot of yeses. Now, when you get these calls, you guys, you're going to want to call these people back literally as soon as possible. Do not wait. Do not waste any time. Do not delay. Do not let them sit and linger, because the yeses and maybes, they're ready to go. And you're not the only one marketing to them, okay? They are looking for other people who are saying the same thing that you are, or maybe something similar. Postcard, bandit sign, phone call, cold call, door knock, door hanger, bandit sign. It doesn't matter. You name it. If they say yes, they're interested, they're looking to sell, they're ready to go. So you got to be remember the webinar, speed to lead. When you get that warm lead, you got to call that lead right away. Do not delay, do not wait, okay? Okay, so let's go over the few things that we need to get started. It's real simple, you guys. I want this video to be what you use right now. You're watching this, you just joined, you just started. Watch this video and do not wait. Do not delay. Get started. Get your business up and running. Get calls coming to you as fast as possible. And guys, you don't need much, okay? You just need to tell us the zip codes that you want to target, okay? Then we need to set up a time with you to get a voice recording from you. We're going to give you the proven message to say. Once we set up the time, then we're going to give you the message to say. We change the message based on what's working, okay? So I can't tell you what the message is going to be right now. I can give you an example. Typically, we say something like this, and quote, Hi, I was calling about property you had for sale, or was looking to sell. I wasn't sure if that was you or not. If it was, if you can give me a call back at 847-000-000, right? That simple. It's 15, 20 seconds tops, kind of going in like we're unsure and leaving that message with our number for them to call us back. Sometimes we leave a name, sometimes we don't, okay? So we're going to give you the best message to say at the time at the time you decide to do your voice recording, okay? So we need target zip codes and we need a voice recording from you. Most everybody has this, but I want to put it. You got to have a cell phone, okay, or a phone, whatever. If you got a dial phone, or you want to use a pay phone. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, at the end of the day, you got to have a cell phone. You got to have somewhere for these calls to go to, okay? But most importantly, the number that you use, the marketing phone number that you use, has to be able to hold a lot of voicemails. We're talking 15, 20, 30, 40, 100 voicemails without it saying voicemail box is full. You can't have that. So you can't use your regular cell phone number to do this because the voicemail box is going to fill up way too fast, all right? And I'll talk about some of the companies that I use. Okay, so that's kind of the overview of the first three things. We're gonna get into a little bit more detail now, so really pay attention. Forgive my voice here. I know I sound a little bit more scratchy than usual, but still want to get this out to you guys so that you can get started as fast as possible. Hopefully this thing clears up soon, but appreciate you listening to Mr. Scratchy today. So, all right, target zip code. So real quick, we're going to pull leads from up to 5 zip codes for you, okay? Up to 5 zip codes. But here's what we recommend. We recommend that you use about 3. We find that if you use any more than 3, you're spreading yourself too thin, and you may have appointments in too many different locations, and you can't really narrow your focus. I have found that when we focus on one area for a decent amount of time until we actually understand the area, what's happening in the area, what are buyers doing in the area, why are sellers leaving the area, these different things, understanding the demographics of the area, right? Who you're dealing with, what type of jobs do these people have, okay? Things like, are you in a rental location? Is this more of a homeowner location? These are things you want to find out. But if you're spread too thin and too many zip codes, it's going to be hard to figure that information out. Okay. So once you've got your 3 or 5 zip codes, send your selected zips to support@reiwolfpack.com. Okay, that's all you need for target zip codes. Now, your marketing phone number, okay? This is really, really important. Your marketing phone number is really important. I repeat, I'm going to say this. I said it again. I'm going to say it one more time. Do not use a personal number at all for a number of reasons. You don't want these calls coming back to you, your personal phone, trackable to you. You do not want to be using your personal voicemail. It's going to fill up too fast. I'm telling you guys, these calls, once we start them, your phone's going to be ringing off the hook, and you're not going to be able to use your personal voicemail to do this. And you don't want to. You really don't want to, okay? All right. So you're going to want to pick a number similar with your zip codes. This is another reason why not to have 5 zip codes. You can use up to 5, but I recommend 3. All right. You don't want to have, because if let's say, for instance, you've got, 5 different zip codes, right? And you've got 5 different phone number area codes for those zip codes. You can only have one area code for your phone number. So if you dial into an area where your area code looks weird to that zip code location, right? They're gonna know that you're not from there, and they're already gonna have their guard up because they're gonna ask themselves, why is someone who's not from my area calling me and a number I don't know, right? So that's really important. You want to pick a number similar with your zip code. So when you're going to these companies like Google Voice, CallRail, RingCentral, CallFire, etc., I actually use RingCentral. I know Russell, he uses Google Voice a lot because it's free, and I recommend Google Voice starting out. If you don't want to spend any money and you like Google Voice, use it. It's free. You don't have to, and you can get as many voicemails, text message as you want. Okay, this is a really good platform to use. For whatever reason, I use RingCentral. It's really no different. I just maybe like the fact how their app function works. But You want to know that whatever company you use, you can get as many voicemails as possible. You can pick your zip code, and they're not going to charge you for minutes. You don't want to be charged for minutes. You don't want to be charged for voicemails. You want to be charged for that, okay? Because you're going to get a lot of calls. You're going to be making a lot of calls from this, okay? All right, number 6, successful drops. Understand that the calls are going to be going out fast, really, really fast, you guys. So think about this. If we're contacting 20,000 leads for you, we can contact all 20,000 leads in less than 24 hours and really probably faster than that. Okay? So if 20,000 people get a phone call from you within a day, you have 20,000 people who could potentially call you back. So your phone is going to be ringing off the hook. Now, we're going to disperse them a lot more wisely than that, but just keep that in mind, okay? You're going to be getting a lot of calls because the calls are going to be going out fast. Sellers are going to be getting the pre-recorded message that you record at the time we choose, okay? That's what they're going to be hearing. So if you're wondering, what are they going to say? What am I saying to them? Is the call live? Am I calling these people by hand? No. We are getting a pre-recorded message from you, one that we suggest you say. We're delivering that message to their voicemail, okay? It's not even going to ring their phone. We're going to deliver that voicemail. We're going to deliver the message to their voicemail. Their phone's going to ping and say they have a voicemail from you. They're going to listen to it, and they're going to call you back. Guys, you're going to be getting a lot of callbacks, but don't panic, okay? Get excited about that. Think about that. Get excited. Your phone's going to literally ringing off the hook with people who want you to make an offer on their property. All right? So get excited about the fact that your phone's going to be going crazy with white hot seller leads. Okay, last thing. This is really important. Really, really important. You've got to decide right away if you've got the time and if you want to answer these calls live or let them go to voicemail and call them back. Here's the difference. If you answer the call live for someone who is a yes or a maybe, they're going to think you're much more legit. And they're going to want to do business with you. Okay? If it goes to voicemail, it doesn't matter. If they're really a yes or a maybe, they're going to leave a voicemail. So it doesn't really matter. But again, speed to lead. Don't forget speed to lead, okay? So if you answer the call live, all right, and they're a hot call, which is a yes or a maybe, then you got somebody right away. Now, if it goes to voicemail, don't worry about it. That's okay. The other thing, if you answer your calls live, is you're going to get a lot of no's live as well. You're going to get a lot of no's via voicemail, but you're going to get a lot of no's live as well. So if you're someone who doesn't like no's, get over it for one. And then for two, if you don't have the time to listen to the no's, maybe you work a full-time or part-time job and you just want to call the hot leads back, then I recommend going with the voicemail route. But more than anything, you guys, call everyone back as fast as possible, as quickly as you can. And when you do it, even if they're not a good lead, if they're not a hot, if they're not a yes, if they're not a maybe, ask for a referral. Even if they are a yes or a maybe, hey, you just got through booking an appointment with a yes person, right? Yes, I need to sell my house, Daniel. When can you come? Okay, appointment Tuesday at 9 a.m. Awesome. Hey, seller, before I let you go, do you know anybody else who's looking to sell? Perfect time to ask for a referral, but especially the no's. If you're polite, if you're kind, if you're respectful on the phone, if you're honest and they can sense that, right? Ask for a referral. You don't know what you're missing out on if you don't ask for a referral. So I recommend you call everybody back, whether it's a yes, maybe, or no, and ask for a referral. Okay? Guys, that is it. That's the quick start guide. I wanted to keep this under 15 minutes, so it's truly a quick start guide. So last thing is get a phone number, send the zip codes that you want to support@reiwolfpack.com. I recommend 3. In that email, set a time with us, a time that works for you to record your message, okay? You could say in the email, Daniel Russell, I have time at 3 p.m. Call me at this number. Here are my zip codes, right? That's simple. You have to decide if you're going to answer them live or call them back. If you're going to do it, if you're going to call them back as it goes to voicemail, call them back as soon as possible. When you call them back, if they're hot, yes or maybe, book an appointment with them. Send us all the details about the appointment, the property, the address, why they want to sell, how much is left on the property, how much they want for it, what you think it's worth, comps in the area. Send us everything about the property so we can make sure that you've got the right information going into your appointment. And then you want to prep your offers. Get your offers ready. Get your offers ready when you meet the seller. When you meet the seller, have in your mind, I am here to serve them, okay? And if you can serve them, get the signature. You have to close the deal with the seller. You have to get the signature. It's your job. You can do it. It's for your benefit. It's for their benefit. If you can truly solve their problem, make sure you do not leave without the signature. And then after that, once you get the property under contract, get back in contact with us. Send the contract to support@reiwolfpack.com and let us sell that property for you as fast as possible to our nationwide buyers list. And I can't wait. I cannot wait for your success. I am so excited. Welcome to the pack. Let's get started. Let's make some money.